Hi guys. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm so sorry. Okay, come in. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna continue on the live. Okay, if you missed for those of you who just come in, we just finished showcasing the foyer. Yeah, can just have a quick look, and then we're gonna continue to our dry kitchen. Okay. Okay. So for this dry kitchen area, what we did is a kitchen peninsula of sorts, and then mainly to match with the existing carpentry that was given by the developer with black marble backing. So over here we continue the design language in a sense because it will be quite awkward if this is something else now. So we went for a black stone, and you will notice that I curve one edge over here so that this transition over here is smoother. And then you sort of like when people do lean around and hang around this area, it creates more room, more comfortable for people to go around. And then of course over here I added a little bit of like a gold details to the inlay for the entire things. And then the bottom part is also curved so this entire thing is a bit unique. And then of course if I curve the other side it will look a bit boring, so I thought this is a nicer composition for the space. Finish up with like two leather tall chair, so this is more of like a standing table height. And then over here, in case you all see the dog over here, I think it's very cute by the owner.
Shout out.
The dog. And then because of a table situation like that, I thought having something like a pendant light or whatever might look a little bit too cluttered, so we have a simple wall light over here, around light here, which will mirror the other lights in the house, we'll see later. Then over here, one detail that we took note of is to finish this marble top lay over here. If not, you will see this table top over here, and then because this part is recessed for the chairs, right? And then this area will be nicer if it's like finished nicely. So this is like some details to take note of. Then finish with this. Okay. Then now we will back to our dining area. Is it bright enough?
Yes.
Let's see, right? Okay. So with this dining area, it's mainly styled by Luxe furnishing, and you all can take a closer look at this particular table. Chosen by our owners with very good taste. It's rather unique in the sense that because every single piece here is of a unique shape, so the workmanship to do this is quite impressive. It's from the Italian brand called Nasita, if you are interested. And they do like very fancy table legs for their marble table and whatnot. And then over here we match up with the chairs of different colors. And then for me, when it comes to like a armchair, I like to have a different color contrast. Or the armchairs to me should be a little bit more unique as compared to the other chairs, so that it's more interesting as a table setting. Then over here, of course, maybe you can go for a bench if you like. But I do like this symmetry for this table. And then over here we have a pendant light, which I think is more suitable for this dining setting, followed with a wall painting behind. Yay. Do I need to turn on the lights? Don't need, right? Okay, then now we'll showcase the living area. Okay, the living area here is rather big, as you can see. So we have a huge TV wall here. To come in, we can go through a little bit of the details. So when it comes to a big TV feature wall, it will be nicer if you can accept open shelves in a sense, because I know a lot of owners, you all like closed storage and whatnot, right? You all don't like dust and stuff like that. But for something of this size and this full height arrangement, right, having a mix of all these things will give the carpentry a little bit more breathability, so that it's not so like 死板, not so like dead. And then of course, for look at the shelf here, we also have like some we hardly do like very simple shelving. There's always like some detail, some recessed detail and stuff like that. Then over here you can see that actually the heights are like random. So again, it gives a little bit of like visual interest for the space. And then for this shelf here, you can see the colors are also a little bit more contrasting. So actually one of my colleagues just mentioned to me that actually this material is very hard to use, in the sense that it could look a bit cheap if you're not careful. But for us, because I really thought that for this carpentry, it's nicer to play with like other visual details like the open shelf, the lamp and whatnot instead of the material itself. So I keep the material rather solid and rather dark and then contrast with something a bit light. So when you have something that's a little more contrasty, it looks a bit more luxe, frankly speaking, like more 高级 in a sense. Yeah. Then over here you have this very symmetrical pendant light. To be honest, it's not something that I would think of, but our previous colleague designed this thing and I thought it was quite interesting. So I kept it throughout and I thought it sort of like gives this entire TV wall a very formal look, you know, yeah, with two things symmetrical grounding the space, and then you have something slightly different here and something different here. So over here we can come here, we finish with like a reed glass door. Again, yeah, for more, yeah, so that it's not so boring. And then we have like another like solid wall carpentry door here, yeah. And then over here we use a wallpaper backing. So it's sort of like in a similar color family, but we don't really want to use like we wanted to make use of this opportunity to use like wallpapers that are a little bit more like visually more interesting. So that this again is not so 单调. Yeah. Because of this, we use majority solid colors here, then of course bottom it will be like the typical contour. Okay, yeah. Then one more thing to think of is because of this entire TV feature wall, I propose to client like whether they want to like take it a little bit level higher, which is to use something like these lights. So these lights are recessed track lights. They are a little bit pricey, but I think it's a worthy investment because you can see how there are like 4 spotlights over here, right? It will give like a very even lighting to the place. Should we switch on the lights?
Yes.
We should, right? Okay, wait, let me a while. Okay, you say, I was trying to find. Okay, so you all can, in the video, sometimes it will 曝光 a bit, yeah. Hope you all can see here. And then for the lighting effect here, we got triple light, so yeah, this color temperature. Yeah, so at night if you leave this light on, it's quite good just as a night light in a sense. Yeah. Okay, I guess you can leave it on. Yeah. Then yeah, same for the dining area. Okay. Yeah. Then of course for 1983, because we handle all the carpentry as well as the furnishing for here. So now one of the things I really like for this time around is actually our sofa that's picked by the client. Of course, we advise on the colors and materials. So this is actually a Zaza sofa from King Living. Yeah, you can see you can adjust this area here. Yeah, so it's a very contemporary looking sofa actually. Yeah, you can adjust all the different heights that you want. Yeah, it's a rather deep sofa. Then over here is like the classic recliner from client. And then again, I also play with the color contrast. You can see that for an armchair, the color is darker and deeper, which I think will look very smart. And then here I go for a lighter sofa also. Yeah, then coupled by this very, very nice marble table, coffee table. Yeah, and this floor. Okay, a lot of clients tell me that they don't like the rug. But sometimes for me, the rug is not just about the visual part of it. And I know it's harder to maintain, but when you step on it, it really gives the living area this more cozy vibes. Yeah, so it's still up to your personal preference, of course, but as far as possible, I would do think that the rug is good to ground the entire living area, and it sort of like ties this space together. So even when you have your friends coming along here, you can add one more chair here if you like, or like, people can just sit on the floor, that kind of thing. Yeah, over here. Then of course, furnishing wise, you can be a little bit more flexible in the sense like, as designers we will propose as much as we can, but then of course at the end of the day, for clients who are living here for the next few years, they can like, change it a bit if they want. Yeah. Can. Over here. So far any questions? Oh yeah, one more thing. This time around I really like this curtains here. It's these light grey S-track curtains. So for 1983, we also cover this soft finishing part, right? And I thought it's really nice how this brick glass mirrors this language here also. So you have all these like straight lines without using pattern sheet. Yeah, and it gives a very nice, and for a curtain with such a huge size, for something that's a little bit more clean looking, yeah, if you can invest in this kind of abstract, it'll be very nice. Yeah. Then for this time round, it's a one whole piece also. Yeah. And then if you want to take it another level up, you can invest in motorized curtains. Yeah. So that's one way to use it. Okay, I will touch a little bit on the balcony later if we have more time, but generally we never. Generally, it's more of like a lounging space. Okay, we'll get back to it later. Then of course we have one more huge painting here because as you can see, this wall here is quite big, and I don't think for some, let's say you go to a showroom or whatever, right, you will see people, they come on clad the wall with a lot of wood panels whatever, gold whatever. And I thought that sometimes a bit too much, it's like over design in a sense. So I thought having like something big and tall here to anchor this corner would be quite nice for the space. So I chose something very neutral with a little of, again, color contrast. So it creates like a more nice framing for the entire space. Yeah. Okay, then here, yeah. Okay, now we will go to so in this place, this house, there are like a few more bedrooms, and each bedroom is like slightly different. So I will go through the first bedroom, which is the daughter's bedroom. You won't be surprised by this bedroom. Okay, hello. Can see is it bright now?
Yes, it's bright.
Okay. Okay, it's completely different, and I think for a house with separate rooms, it's completely okay for your theme to be like slightly different. And of course, because this is the daughter's room, and then the daughters have like a different taste from their parents, right? So it's nice that they allow her to, build her own dream room. Yeah. So over here, I guess the most we'll touch on the most distinctive part, cause over here it's like a hanging table, right? So there are a lot of details that goes into making this a successful and a safe one. So number one is for this color theme, we go for a white metal rod, and I specifically spec for something that's round so it's like more comfortable in case you hit onto it and whatnot. And then of course over here, you can see that the metal structure of this thing is actually internal. So we wrap the entire carpentry over the internal structure of the table, so that from the end you only see like just one straight pole coming up towards the ceiling. And then over here, there's also internal support towards the wall. Yeah. And then, of course, for me, due to aesthetic and safety reasons, I always opt for the curved edge, as you all will know by now. Yeah. And then, of course, in this theme, you can see a lot of that sort of arches. Yeah. So the arch mirror over here, a wall lamp over here. Then, of course, this wardrobe over here. You can see. Yeah. So this wardrobe is done full height with like a half rattan with curved details, and then finished by a wooden handle. Yeah, it's a little bit more like farmhouse, modern farmhouse looks to it. Yeah, with different framings and stuff like that. So when your door is big enough, you can opt for this to be slightly thicker. And then in the construction of this rattan, because this is actually like a real rattan construction in the sense that it's not a rattan over a backing. So for things like for this truly porous rattan, right, your frame here has to be slightly thicker. You can't do like very thin frame. And then but because proportionally and for this theme, having something that's slightly thicker actually looks nicer. It's like cuter. Yeah. Then of course this entire bed, if you can see, it's already on the platform. Then with some storage inside. And then for this drawer, you can afford to go a little bit deeper. Yeah, to store everything down here. Yeah. Okay. Then actually there is one more detail here, which is like, can see maybe I hope. Okay. Yeah, so we have a niche here. I will not show too much because got client stuff but basically there's a niche and then there's a light. Okay. Yeah, then clients actually say she can do her makeup here. Yeah, so you can see. Yeah, then you can, of course, when there's an opportunity to do a niche, we will do the switches here also so that at least the wall is clean here. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. So for people who like modern farmhouse, you all will really like this theme. We can see how the white laminate matches with the wood, with the rattan color. And then this white has to be a very specific white so that it doesn't look too contrasting. Yeah, then you can switch on the lights for the house, the room. Yeah, and then there's a cute lamp here. So over here, yeah. Then over here, then this Okay, you of course not everyone will find this comfortable. You must be of a certain size, like not too big. Yeah, and you can see they're quite nice. Then the table set is quite big. And then because this is one pole, right, and not like two poles here, actually you got a lot of space. Your hand won't hit. Yeah. Quite nice. So for designs like this, it's really key to pay attention into the construction details. So and then how we coordinate with our builders to build this, to finish this thing through. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and then you will see that in this room the color is very like comfortable, and I think one of the main reasons is also because of the wallpaper. Yeah, because when you have a wallpaper that's a little bit more creamy, more textile looking, and then together with the curtains that we choose, it can really like exude this entire cozy vibes for the room. Yeah. So I would say this entire room is like different. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, sorry. This wardrobe here is new, right? So the existing wardrobe by the condo was hacked away, and then we have to redo the floor also. Yeah. This is one of the construction things that I forgot. Yeah. So this was the place where the way I'm standing was the existing developer wardrobe, and then we remove it, like, cause it will never suit this theme. Yeah. And then now actually you have like larger wardrobe also. 4 doors. Okay, that's it. Don't have to take too long. Okay, now we go to the other room. Okay, the other room is a parents' room. Yeah, so it's who lives here occasionally on Sundays. Yay. So over here, it's quite dark already, right? I will have to switch on the lights. Okay, so over here is a super single bed with like a custom headboard here. And the custom headboard here, as much as possible, we always do it larger, way larger than the bed itself, so that it frames the bed nicer. And then in this case, we also have a custom bed from Buffing. Shout out to Buffing, yeah, for giving us on time. And then one detail here is like, because it's a parent's room, so we try to keep the bed as low and comfortable, because for older people, if the bed is too high, it will be quite comfortable. So in this case, we actually like, because the clients have like a larger and taller mattress, right? So we custom a bed that sinks in so that the mattress can go even lower. Yeah. And especially at this point when it comes to like 1983 or our Clover Space project, right? I will always spec for something to finish the edges lah. Because yeah, these are the kind of details that will make a lot of difference when it comes to like, you know, just plastering a mirror to the wall as opposed to having like a simple black detail like this. Like it makes a lot of difference. Yeah. So this is where the room is now. Then of course we have a finish with our styling and whatnot. Yay. Okay. Done. Okay, now we'll go to our master room. Okay, so master room. Turn the lights. Yay.
Can you
So
hear
you can see-
someone say sound mute bad connection?
Really?
Can you hear?
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? If you all can hear me, let me know in the comments. Sorry, maybe I speak too fast. If you all have any questions, can let me know later, okay?
Oh, now it's okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, so over here, in this bedroom, they have a walk-in wardrobe at this corner. I'm not sure, of course, got client stuff. Then now got, so for this side, it's actually our own custom wardrobe over here. And as you can see, this is open shelf concept. So we took a little bit of the space from the wardrobe to design something that, took a little bit of space from this wardrobe from over here to design something, over here, so that at least for this entire carpentry there is some breathability again. And then over here, you have storage on top over here, and then we have like glass shelvings. Yeah, so one unique thing that we did this side here is for the lighting to be just one side on the right. So when you look at it, right, I'm not sure if you all can see from the video, the light is just a side glow from the area instead of something that's super bright and then on both sides or on top lah. So it's just a slight different play with the LED strip. Then of course I always try to spec for 45 degrees. 45 meaning right, even though the light is over here and in front, but the light is shining towards inside, so it's not too glaring on the eyes lah. Yeah. Then I thought this mirror glass idea was great, so we kept it. And then we have so because for mirrors it's framed by metal, so it's a very thin profile. Yeah. And then all these carpentry also look a bit lighter also. Yeah. Then you can put your things here. And this area is good to not just for aesthetic purpose, because when you have an open shelf here from a place before you leave the room, right, it's actually quite convenient. You can put your keys here, your perfume here, like some things that you use before you leave the house. Yeah. Okay. Then over here, as you can see for this room, so because in this carpentry we have a lot of these like frame details. So for the part that is used for the niche here, we of course will frame it nicely with the details here. One more panel, and then over here is we divide the doors into two, because actually for this part I split the door into two. I will explain a bit more why I split the door into two. Yeah, and then of course it comes with this like built-in handles lah. You can see the details. Yeah. Over here, 20 slightly larger handle, then finish over here with a groove line over this. Yeah. Okay, so this entire wardrobe, even though it's just one material, will look visually way more interesting. Yeah. Okay, then now I will explain why there's two here. So over here you will have, sometimes clients will have like a bedside table, sometimes they don't. And in this case, right, because there's there are many ways to treat this corner, as you will see how many designers will do. They will do like, custom bedside table and stuff like that. But in this case, we keep it rather clean and flexible, so that that's why I split the doors into two, so that you can still keep some stuff here that you don't really use here, let's say your winter clothes and whatnot. And then over here is easy to access, while your bedside table is still underneath. So in a way, it's like less complicated in terms of the design, and it's a design that if you do integrate everything together, it's very fixed and dead. So there's like pros and cons to that, of course. Yeah, and of course depend on your budget and whatnot. Yeah. So and then over here, because of this door here, right, that's why the lighting here is something simple. Yeah. To be very honest with you guys, at the initial design we actually did like a symmetrical design. Yeah, and then we realized that that's not gonna work. So we pushed the two lights over there. Yeah, and then we have a simple light over here. Yeah. So it's good, let's say you want to go to the toilet, or you just want a night light for you guys. Yeah. Okay. Two. And then you close automatically. Yeah, can read. Okay, then over here, as you can already see, it's the same design language as the wardrobe, but with a fabric backing. Yeah. So this whole beading framing thing continues over here with the beading thing. Then over here we have like two pendant lights coming down here for asymmetrical design together with a bedside table over here. Yeah. Then of course again, our switches we try to go for yeah, you can see. Then over here, toilets. Okay. Niche. Yeah, once again, and then this bed also has like a little bit of the sinking in also, just a tad. Because nowadays clients like to go for a very like high mattress, but sometimes I feel like when the mattress is too high, it doesn't work for a design that is like a half height also. So there's a lot of like balance and proportions to do when it comes to like design and this stuff. So because for us we do furnishing and styling and whatnot, right? So I tend to be a bit more careful in terms of even things like your mattress height then your divine height especially if it's like custom by us, and then you can choose the materials and whatnot, and then it's more proportionate to a bed height for a bed head design that's not full height. Yeah, and then we finish with a painting as well, as you can see already. Yeah. Then of course curtains is the same day curtain as the living area, and then over here is just slightly different materials for night curtains. Yeah, but in this case it's like normal track cause no space for edge track. Cause sometimes when it comes to curtains, one thing to take note is always the spacing. Yeah, so in this case it's already given by the developer, and you already have this limited spacing, right? So if you want to do edge track over here, you can't do double edge track, like not enough space, or rather you eat too much into your living area. So this is just one of the things to take note, if you are buying your own curtains. Okay, yeah, that's all. Alright, any questions for you guys? Okay.
我可以这样吗？
Say hello, auntie. 等一下，
好
可以。
像很多要弄啊，
OK.
不
Say
用
hi to
煮
our
饭
auntie.
煮饭嘛。
Okay.
哇，你们拍整天还拍不完啊！
要玩的 auntie. Okay, so
对，
now I will
就人
just.
家回来吃饭了嘞。
可以。等一下。Okay, maybe I see 中的。where's the? Okay, can. I will see here. You guys have, do we have more time? Okay, so we'll show you guys a little bit of the balcony now. Okay. So the balcony is, we finished with some loose finishing. Then over here, clients really don't like the existing tiles that was given for the entire balcony. So we opt for this tile from Hafari. I freaking love this tile. Like, there's something about this tile that makes me so happy. I don't know why. This could be the very sophisticated grey that is not just pure grey. It's like there's a bit of like a texture to it, and then like very nice I feel. Yeah. And then again, I guess it's because of the color contrast. Then of course, when it comes to like pattern grounding, we will choose like colors that matches lah. So this is just one of the construction details to take note. Like I personally always go for the lighter color route instead of matching the darker one. Yeah, so that's just my preference. But it will be a different look if it's like a darker ground. Yeah, then of course we match with like a little bit of some styling here, some lounge chair here. Very nice. Very nice view. One simple table, one plant. Yeah, so in this case, actually client are quite scared of the heat. So you can see that this balcony is like quite simple. Yeah, so they basically invest in the flooring and then they will decide what they want to do here. So as designers, sometimes because your habits changes over time, so we can only prepare to a certain extent because at the end of the day, you are only with us for a few months, right? You don't know what's going to happen. So it's good to keep your space flexible also. I actually quite like that. Like you don't really have to really push and make your house so full and so completely done when you hire a designer in a sense. Like in a way, okay, it might be good for you, but then you realize that there is no room for change, no room for flexibility. So this is just one thing to think about lah. Okay, food for thought. Yeah, you can agree or disagree with me, but sure. Okay, yeah. So you guys have any questions? Let me know.
No questions.
Any questions?
You wanna
Actually,
sit here?
Once again, we are back at the sofa where we do our Q&A session.
Any questions?
Do you guys have a better way for us to interact with you guys? You guys can always let us know. Although I think the best way is to like chat on us on IG. Yeah, if any question, you can just ask us either down in the comment section below after we post the reel, or like PM us or VM us and stuff like that. Any questions? Yeah. No more? Really?
No question.
No questions. Okay. Okay, then that's it then. Yeah, if you guys would like to thank our very dear client Jeanette and Yongpeng. Thank you so much for trusting us. And then it's been a long journey for Jadescape owners. Yeah, because of all the things that have happened. Yeah, but thankfully we thank you for trusting us, and we finally come to a completion for this project. Okay, then of course I have to thank my colleagues, my cover space, my PM and stuff like that. William, thank you so much. Okay, so if nothing else, we'll end our day. Bye bye.